Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian. We're playing Affinity, game number 3. And is this a good opening hand? I think it's keepable. It's like marginally keepable. Usually keeping a one-lander is not the greatest idea, but I think we can keep it with this. Mostly because we can Signal Pest into Signal Pest, or we can Vault Skirge and Signal Pest. A couple different options here. Especially if we draw into another land, then we're going to have the ball rolling, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, also we're on the draw. So I'm okay with being drawing 2 lands before we need to draw another land. Arid Mesa into what? What are we playing against here? We are playing Burn again. Another Burn matchup. Well, that's the thing. Burn is a popular deck these days. What with Light Up the Stage and Skewer the Critics, everyone loves themselves. And it was a mountain. Sweet. Everyone loves themselves a little bit of Burn. As I said before in the last Burn video, Burn is a hard matchup for us. We need to win this first one in order for us to actually manage to go, probably to win this. So, need to win game 1. Game 2 makes it substantially more difficult for us. Okay, larger. Another Vault Skirge. Huh. That's neat. Paying life for Vault Skirge is not going to be very fun. But I think it's the way we're going to go because it gets us life gain, which is decent. And ship it to our opponent's turn. Especially once we can get Cranial Plating out. Yeah, so if we play... Next turn is going to be probably... Actually, next turn could be Cranial Plating. And then the turn after could be playing Cranial Plating on something. Yeah. And we see a Signal Pest on top of our deck. That's interesting. No, we're not going to block anything. I guess the thing as well, if we play... I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the best line to play here? I think playing another Vault Skirge is not a terrible idea. Playing Cranial Plating is also a good idea. Cranial Plating allows us to put that onto Vault Skirge and get more life gain, which is actually probably a better bet. The thing is, he probably has Searing Blaze, which is not good for us. And he could theoretically just Searing Blazes away. Any target being probably me. So there's Skewer the Critics. 3 damage to me. Yep. Great for our opponent, not so great for us. Huh. So I think we have to go Cranial Plating because we need to start getting life next turn. Like some actual life, not like 1 life, which is what we're about to do right now. We need to gain a bunch of life. The other option theoretically is also to play Signal Pest, which means then next turn this guy's a 3/3 or 3/1, which is also an option. Is that a better option, actually? If I play Cranial Plating, he'll be a 3/1 as well. But this way I'd have other damage being dealt. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Maybe that is a better bet, actually. Maybe that is a better bet. Yeah. Okay, Signal Pest is going to be the way we're going to go. Actually, cancel that. If I play a Signal Pest and a Vault Skirge, then I can swing for 4 lifelink damage next turn. Minus the fact that I'll be doing 2 damage to myself anyways. Math. Slightly better math. So in the long run, I'll be gaining more life. In the short term, I'm going to do myself a little bit of damage. And likelihood of our opponent doing 10 damage to us in one go, not as likely. Not undoable, but not yeah, it's doable, but not super likely. And opponent sees Etched Champion. Etched Champion is pretty rad. We don't have another land to play it, unfortunately. So that's a thing. 'Tis a thing. I guess the other thing is also we could also hold up Metallic Rebuke, but then we would not be attacking, which doesn't really help us at all. Metallic Rebuke against Burn is not the greatest thing in the first matchup. Second and third, when he has Artifact Destruction, definitely better. So there's Bolt. Ooh, does he have it? Does he have 2 more 1 damage spells in hand? Nobody has Eidolon. Eidolon is not great for us because it deals us damage no matter what. swing and gain 4 life, and then stay at 5. Attack with everything. Yes. The problem is if he has 2 1-damage spells, he kills us. Because he swings for 4 next turn, putting us back down to 5. If I take 2 damage from Eidolon, then I am in 1 bolt range. So I unfortunately have to hang out. Yeah. Have to hang out. Okay, well, do the math. Hanging out. He needs 2 1-damage spells at this point, which can easily happen. Grim Lavamancer, okay. So that's not, so we are not dead this turn. And the other one was of Inspiring Advantage, so he didn't have anything. So we could have actually played something. Could have actually played something if we wanted to. Please tell me it's a land on top. It's a Galvanic Blast, which is not terrible because it allows us to get rid of Eidolon. Or Eidolon. Words. Alone. Word alone. Okay. The only thing is Grim Lavamancer still does 2 damage, which is not great. What is the best line of play here? Playing Cranial Plating is not a good one. Galvanic Blast, blowing up this guy. We'd also swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite there. What is our, if we swing 4, we go back to 9. Our opponent swings for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if he draws into a 1-mana spell, which his deck is designed to do. So our opponent can easily kill us on that front. But if we Galvanic Blast this guy away, our opponent still has us at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, if we Galvanic Blast, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're still dead either way. But this would clear the way for us to play other stuff, such as a Signal Pest as a blocker. Okay, well, I think that's the way we go. So attack with everything. Again, gain 4 life, which is always fun. And then we're going to have to Galvanic Blast, play Signal Pest. So Galvanic Blast, killing this guy. We take the damage. Which is, it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. And then Signal Pest as a blocker. Ship to our opponent's turn. And we have to block with Signal Pest, the Goblin Guide. Because if we don't, then we're at damage of dying. Because he can guarantee to do 2 here, plus 3 if he drew into a 3-mana spell, which is likely to happen because it's Burn. Burn has a ton of 3 damage spells. And he does have white up at this point, so Boros Charm is a thing. Is a thing, that's for sure. We see Springleaf Drum. Not quite what we want. So we block. Which actually is fun. Actually, I guess to say, I mean, it's funny because it also means that if he has another Skewer the Critics, he needs to Grim Lavamancer to get rid of it to play it. So there's Bump of the Night. So there's one of the 3 damage spells. So if we didn't block, we would have been dead. Whew. Good thing I did that math. Good thing. Okay. And then there's the 2 damage from that, which is the thing. If we know we're getting Springleaf Drum. Oh, he used it to blow up the Signal Pest. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, in that case, I could play Springleaf Drum. I think I still need to gain the 2 life from this. Otherwise, I am dead. And then I have to play Signal Pest as a blocker for one of these guys. Yeah, well, that's a thing. That's a good call on his part. Killing the Signal Pest so I don't gain 4 life back. Huh. If I would have drawn into a land, we could have equipped the Cranial Plating onto one of these guys and swung for lethal. No, we couldn't have. Could not have. Because it would have been at 3. So, Springleaf... yeah, so we can play Springleaf Drum and Signal Pest. And that allows us to hold up a blocker for Goblin Guide, which puts us... So we're still outside of lethal range, even if he draws. Mind you, if he draws into a Boros Charm at this point, we're dead. So Boros Charm or Skullcrack, which he may not have in the main board. You don't really see it in the Skewer the Critics version. Yeah. And if he doesn't block us, we have lethal on board. Life gain! saving our butts against burn since the beginning of time. And he's running black, so I'm assuming he's also running the... Oh no, it's because it's for Bump in the Night. For Bump in the Night. So Mardu burn. So there is the damage to us, and does he have... Ooh, he's going for light up the stage. Searing Blaze and Inspiring Vantage is what he showed us. So Searing Blaze is 3 damage to us, 3 damage to a creature. Yes. So we are at 1 life. We're at 1 life. Ugh. Scary times are ahead. Mountain, that is enough to equip Cranial Plating and swing for lethal. Boom! Good try burn, but not quite there. Getting us to 1 and we... Well, I say stabilize. We just managed to get out by the hair on our chinny chin chin. Okay, so it's going to be Mountain playing a Cranial Plating. Equipping Cranial Plating for the 1. And then we swing for lethal. Opponent scoops it. They know what's happening. Boom! Whoa! Playing as burn. This is always terrifying. Okay, so negate needs to come in. We need it definitely against burn matchups. Damping Sphere is not great. I mean, we don't have a ton of stuff that's great against burn matchups. Whip Flare is really good against burn matchups, mind you. 1 Thoughtcast can go down. Drawing extra action is great. Actually, drawing extra action... Oh no, it goes down because they have so much removal. So it's easy for them to just disrupt us anyways. Things that we can go down on. We can go down on a Springleaf Drum. Don't really need it. 1 Metallic Rebuke can go down, and I think that's what we run her back as. Galvanic Blast is great because it kills most of his stuff even at 2, so we want to keep it even if it is 2. So, yeah, I'm sorry you guys get to see 2 burn matchups, by the way. Usually I try and find a bunch of different things, so maybe I'll record another game after this, just so I can try to get something other than burn. This is a fun opening game. Let's keep this. This is a very fun opening game. Yes. Yes, usually I try to get a bunch of variety, but burn is such a hot deck right now. You're seeing a lot of it, especially on MTGO, so I'm okay with that, I guess. It's the way it goes. And do we have a land? Is there a land on top of our deck? The answer is no, it is a Whip Flare, which is great. Unfortunately, we can't play it turn 1. So, I guess we go like this, turn 1. I guess we just play Springleaf Drum. I mean, just because, yeah, play Springleaf Drum. Largely because if we play Vault Skirge, he might have artifact removal and might just immediately get rid of it. So we'll just kind of hold up to be safe. Also, I mean, if you have the option, if you're scared that you're going to get stuff blown up, you always want to play Springleaf Drum first, and then you play your creature second in case they, on your next turn, or before your next turn, your second turn, they blow up your creature, because there's a lot more creature removal than there is just straight up artifact removal. So. And our opponent shows us Chief of the Foundry, which we will also be able to play, which is great. And then, unfortunately for our opponent, he didn't play another land. He didn't hit an next land drop, so we're actually going to Whip Flare all of his stuff away, which is bad for him. That's no fun for our opponent. So, yeah, well, Whip Flare is a thing. a thing that is grand and fantastic and just gets rid of all of his attackers. So now we're on equal footing again. By that I mean I think I actually have the advantage at this point. So very funny. Very, very funny indeed. And nice that we have Thoughtcast. Thoughtcast is great in this situation right now because we do have 2 artifacts in play already. So this is 3 mana, draw 2 cards. As soon as we start playing a couple other things, this will be even cheaper. And we do have blue, so that's great. Opponents aiming to play Bump of the Night, I guess. No, Stony Silence. I mean, that puts us off on our Springleaf Drum and on this guy. Because it cannot be tapped for land anymore. That's a thing. Well. That's frustrating. I can go Vault Skirge. Because I can't tap you for mana. So I have to go for Vault Skirge. Huh. Okay, well. So there we go. And we're going to hold up for Galvanic Blast. If he plays something, we can always Galvanic Blast in response. And we can always just Galvanic Blast his face for 4 damage. If he goes to blow up our Vault Skirge. So activated abilities can't be activated on this thing. He doesn't have any activated abilities, so that's fine. We can still attack with him. So we're not out of the game in that sense. But Stony Silence, wow. The thing is, against our deck, against the deck we're playing right now, this card is not actually worth our opponent to bring it in. I think we Galvanic Blast our opponent's face. I'd rather get the 4 damage in than hold up for a creature he likely doesn't have. So putting his clock down further. This is 2. Might as well make it 1. So we're gonna play this for 1 blue. Because we have 4 artifacts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So play this for 1. See if we draw into something relevant like a land. Inventors Fair is fun. Whipple Flare is really fun. And I guess we just go to combat. Our opponent's in a bad spot right now. Mostly because we have 2 lords, we're going to play one after the other now. So that's not good for him. Again, if this is up, he'd be really in a bad spot right now. So he has to blow this guy up, I guess. Is it a Braid? No, it's Wear Tear, but the wear side of it. Okay, that's the thing that happens. Okay, if our opponent plays a creature, we're just going to Whip Flare. Oh yeah, sorry, it's sorcery. Not going to do it until our turn. That is a thing. Wear Tear. Mardu. Burn. Huh. I mean, like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. I'm just a little bit surprised by it. I don't know if it's better, that's the thing. I don't think it's better. And Monastery Swiftspear. Hacks in for I'm not gonna block. I'd rather keep my Ornithopter. And the other thing as well is we have an Inventors Fair, which for our opponent is a bad thing. Inventor Fair is a bad thing because it gains us 1 life every time we play an artifact now. So that's not good. Not good at all for him. Also because we're going to play Master of Etherium next turn, which is going to be a 4/4 once he's in play. Yeah, not good at all. At the beginning of your upkeep, we have 3 more artifacts, we gain a life. Neat. And 1 land short to play this guy and this guy. Are we at risk if we play this guy now? 3, maybe a little bit. Cancel. We are not at risk if we Whip Flare this guy away and then play Vault Skirge, though. Because he needs 3 1 mana 3 damage spells. So I think we're actually good to go that way. So let's do that. So Whip Flare, getting rid of his Monastery Swiftspear. Phew, gone. And then we play Vault Skirge. We could have obviously played one of these guys, but this gets rid of board state problems we're going to run into, which is generally going to be a better bet. And then we ship it to our opponent's turn. No point in attacking with the Ornithopter. No point. Yes. So control the board, move forward. So there's first one. He needs 2 more, but he doesn't have the land for it. He needs a land drop and 2. Huh. So we gain 1 life off of Inventors Fair. Great. And then Chief of the Foundry or Master of Etherium is better. Master of Etherium is better. So we got to play that guy. Swing for 3. Gaining 2 life, putting us even farther outside of reach of our opponent. Not completely outside of reach. Because... oh no. Not completely outside of reach, but very, very far, comparatively. For a second, I thought I put it at 6. I did my math wrong. Because if it did put it at 6, opponent scoops it up. Opponent knows they can't deal with it. So, thanks for watching, yet again, Burn versus the Artifacts deck. We just stomped him this time. So hard for our opponent. Okay, until next time, though. My name is Adrian. This is Giant Monster Games. Thanks for watching. I keep saying Aiden. I feel like I'm saying my name too fast. It's Adrian, for those people who are wondering. Don't forget to game like a giant monster.
Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.